And the Rockies will not be mentioned in this, but we are going to do a real 7-minute recap. We're going to set a timer. We've got 2 weeks to cover. We're going back to December 19th.
Yes, sir.
So here we go, the 7-minute recap. And back on December 19th, the Avs gave up 3 late third period goals, like in the last 3 minutes of the game, to the Hurricanes. Lost 3-1.
Damn.
Sign of things to come. The Nuggets on the 20th beat the Timberwolves. They should have beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
That was about, I didn't have any more notes about that.
It was an expected result, which is nice.
The Avs also blew a third period lead to the Blackhawks in a really painful defeat because they'd been dominating the Blackhawks. Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews were put back together and just dominated the Avs. But CU went in and played number 13 Dayton in Chicago and won on a last-second shot in overtime by Deshaun Schwartz. A big win for the Buffs, putting them back in the NCAA tournament. They will play Oregon, the number 4 team in the country, on Thursday night in not at Folsom, but in Boulder.
Yeah, Coors Vincent.
On the 22nd, the Nuggets beat the Lakers. Huge game from Beasley. His best game of the year.
Yeah, totally. Auditioning for
yes.
LeBron.
LeBron didn't play, and Anthony Davis was hurt, but still very dominant by the Nuggets. I was in Mexico listening to a Lakers thread of that game, and they were just in disbelief. They were like, Beasley doesn't even play every game. What's happening?
That's the magic of the Nuggets bench.
The Broncos beat the Lions 27-17 in what I think was probably Drew Lock's best game of the stretch. I was pretty impressed with him. 25 for 33, 1 touchdown. He definitely got more touchdowns earlier in it, but just looked very poised in that game. On last Monday, the Nuggets came from down 9 with 5 minutes left to beat the Phoenix Suns, which was not a good team, but a good game. Murray ended up with the game tire and the game winner.
One of his first best clutch performances.
And the real MVP of the game was Michael Malone, who at the last second decided to sub in Jeremy Grant to guard Booker and block the last second game tie, or I guess it was game winner.
Yeah.
Really nice job by Malone. And the Avs, with their only win of this stretch, beat Vegas. It looked like Pavel Francouz was going to be the number 1 goalie, but he wasn't, as we'll see. On the 24th, Christmas Eve, the contract was awarded to Michael Malone to be extended. I didn't know he was in need of an extension right then.
Yeah, because we had just extended him last year, but cool. Locked up.
And, of course, then the Nuggets went into Christmas and partied a little too hard. Lost to New Orleans.
This is another petition to just cut all 8:30 games. And that was like an 8:50 game because the Lakers-Clippers game ran long. I
was in Cancun, so it started at like 11.
Oh.
I did not make it to the end of that game. I saw how things were going to turn out.
Yeah.
On the 27th, the Avs lost to the Wild 6-4. They gave up 3 unanswered goals in the third period. They did have a lead before that, and Pavel Francouz was not good. Really just played terrible. Probably his worst goaltending effort of the season. On the 28th, so we're getting into this week now. We're pretty close. Saturday night, the Nuggets beat the Grizzlies 119-110. Jokic with a 31-10-10 triple-double. Good overall?
Yeah, absolutely. Another game where it's like you hope he plays. Hope the team plays as well as they should against lesser competition, and they did a great job.
And as predictable as it could have been, the Avs lost to the Dallas Stars, but made it to a shootout. They did have a lead, blew it in the third period, but they killed off a penalty in overtime, a 4-on-3. So that was impressive, but they did lose in a shootout. Grubauer played in net. And then on Sunday, I missed the Nuggets on Saturday, beat the Grizzlies. Oh, no, I said that. Getting confused. We got a lot of time, though. The Nuggets beat the Kings 120-115. It was Michael Porter Jr.'s first career start. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 8 of 10 shooting.
Oh, dude, he looked so good. And that marked the closest seats I've ever gotten watching a Nuggets game. It was beautiful.
First start for Michael Porter Jr. You'll remember that game.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell my kids about it. It'll be awesome.
And the Broncos beat the Raiders 16-15. The 16 being that Gruden went for 2 points at the end. The Broncos actually tried to blow the game. They had what's his name, the kicker, McManus line up for a long field goal for no reason to give the Raiders the ball back. He was about 5 yards short.
Oh, wow.
And then that happened. Quinn had already left by that point.
I thought the game was
convinced.
over.
Yeah.
I thought it, because other Broncos fans were leaving, I was like, oh, cool.
It would have been if they hadn't done that and then gave him a chance. Philip Lindsay got 1,000 yards, lost 1,000 yards, and got him back. So that was exciting. Okay, we're under 2 minutes here. Big Broncos press conference on the 30th yesterday as we're recording this. Basically, what was said was Drew Lock's the guy for now. Not forever, but at least for now. They're going to bring Vaughn back. It's a team option. I think they might renegotiate, but they're going to bring him back. They want to keep both Lindsay, who is up for a new contract, and Simmons. Harris and Wolf are the big question marks, sounding like they want to keep Harris, and Wolf is probably gone.
Yeah.
But the other big news was that the sale of the Broncos could happen. It was the first time that it was brought up. Joe Ellis brought it up. He said that everyone is going to have to sign off on Brittany Bolin for this to work out. And since two of the sisters are currently in court to overturn the trust in general, that seems unlikely.
Yeah.
And we have a minute left. That was pretty good.
That was great.
The Avs play the Jets tonight on New Year's Eve, and the Nuggets play the Rockets. And that is our 7-minute recap.
Truly. Well, 6 minute, 30-second
Yeah.
recap?
Yeah, I mean, we still got time. I feel like you weren't very participatory. It was just me.
Well, I'm just doing my commentary. I have a lot of emotions swirling around it, but it's been terrible for the Avs. But otherwise, Broncos 2 wins, Nuggets
Fine except for Christmas.
Yeah.
2 wins for the Broncos.
So it's easier to talk when there's complaints to be had.
All right, that is our 7-minute recap.